Bicycles, Muscles, Cigarettes, and Are These Actual Miles by Raymond Carver, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Um, in the first one, Hamilton is the star, and late in the evening they receive the visit of a friend of their son, who is saying that they need to go to Mrs. Miller, worried that something might happen. Hamilton and his pals ask, is Roger alright? Something happened? Roger is their son, and they say, no, but she wants to talk to you. Once he gets there, there are a few other kids, and the problem becomes clear. A bike which belongs to Gary, the son of Mrs. Miller, has been borrowed, and they rolled it, they threw it against the post, and to top it all, it's missing. They have obviously different accounts on what happened. There's been also a scuffle, a fight, name calling. You called me a schmuck, you started it, things like that. You choked me. And it's not clear who's responsible, where the bike is. They say that it disappeared from Mrs. Miller because they brought it back, left it against the house. However, Mr. Berman shows up, the father of one of the children. I forgot which one. It's not so important anyway. What is key to the story is that this is the villain. Hamilton is no knight in shining armor, but he appears as a much better balanced and calm man, whereas Berman, after a few minutes, starts talking with excessive authority, like shouting. He seems to consider that only the other two children are responsible, if anybody is, and something like shut up, and these two need to get their story straight and things like that. Hamilton says you're out of line when he's speaking badly about the two children, including his son Roger, and they prepare to leave. He says, I'll pay a third if it comes to that. It's $60, I understand, so if we need to talk more and find what happened, I will talk with my son Roger, and we'll see. And as they leave, Berman talks to his son, who said, well, father, he's called me a schmuck. Oh, he looks like he's a schmuck. You see how he looks, and thinks words to that effect. So Hamilton emphasizes you're really out of line and you need to take control of yourself. And he says to his son, get ahead, go home. This Borman pushes his way out, but Hamilton, who is already had already too much from this villain, pushes him into a bush and starts kicking him and punches his head against the grass or something like that. What happens, it's for you to find out if you read the story. The other one, Are These Actual Miles? That's a funny remark. I will not get into this because it comes towards the end, so you will need to see how if these are actual miles and what this has to do with anything from the rest. um, Leo is the main character here, and his family, his wife with him, if not totally bankrupt, 98%. All the things need to go. They've taken some possessions, some valuables away because otherwise they will be repossessed. Everything will be taken away of value, washing machine, anything. And they need to sell the car tonight, otherwise it will be gone. This reminds me of something Dickens said. If you have 20 pounds as income, which was a good sum in his time, and you spend 19 pounds 55 pence, you are happy. And if you have this 20 pounds as income and you spend 20 pounds and 2 penny, the result is jail. They threw people in jail for debts in his time. Some more than 100 years ago. What they do is they decide that the wife will go and sell the car. She seems to be close to, in a way, to the Alec Baldwin character in Glengarry Grand Ross, who comes to town or from downtown and says, ABC, always be closing. Look at my watch. My watch is more expensive than your car. Well, she's not so successful because, well, she shares the life with a bankrupt. That's what she calls her husband at one point. However, she's going downtown with all with the intention to use all the skills to sell the convertible. However, a long time passes by and one wonders, I did, what the hell is going on here? I mean, you sell a car of we know it's a few $100, 6, 7, so not thousands or tens of thousands. So for this money, you waste your time as a buyer, let's say, long into the night. Sounds fishy. Indeed, she calls after many hours. She says she's at Jimmy's. When Leo checks, calls back to Leo's, they say we're closed for this night. So there you go, that's a suspicion there. And she stays even longer. If you ask me, what I thought is she's having sex. Gives the car and her body for some hundreds of dollars in cash. That's not too great. So Leo, thinking surely of that, is in a tight corner. What happens, it's for you to read and find out.